to keep high Templar around the bases. Note that that gas geyser there is lower in total gas than usual. The minerals are also a bit lower, so this is a interesting game here. If it lasts for a long time, I can see this map being relatively easy to mine out. There's only 2 main bases, and it looks like there's low resources at a lot of the other bases. So certainly, that's an interesting configuration on Asgard. I know Asgard's like some kind of city name also, or mythical name, but anyway. We got Best actually managing to hold pretty well. I think this may be a little bit too slow here from Crazy-Hydra. I mean, the attack might have been executed at this point at one of the new bases, or at just, you know, throwing it in front of the main force. Not sure exactly what Crazy-Hydra is waiting for, because he really needs to start moving before Best gains back an economic advantage. An okay Plague, actually not too good, only catching about 3 units. I think he really needs to concentrate his forces. Maybe he's a little bit scared of his large army control, but that is not a good thing if you're playing Protoss versus Zerg. You need to have great large army control at the end game. He does look like he's pretty dispersed with his units too. I don't know how his rally points are doing. That's the thing. I mean, if you're a new player, especially if you're not very experienced yet in StarCraft, you know, you might not have any of these, or many of these multitasking and giant army size control things. And wow, look at this! We're seeing Overlords going to the main, but a beautiful Plague now on all these Corsairs that came out of nowhere, basically. These Overlords, I think, might be just been sacrificed to get some scouting information. Not too much of a loss for Crazy at this point, who has a lot of resources. Although, like I said, Best is going to come back in resources with that 4th base up now. Crazy is at 5. That's not much of an advantage at all now. Alright, wow, nice Scourging, by the way. BTW, Best gives a small little smile there to show his appreciation of this nice Scourging. Oh, man! Holy Jesus, that was some Jaedong-style Scourging. Best knows it. He's just been Jaedonged in the face. Whatever you want to say, I mean, that was Jaedong-esque there from Crazy-Hydra. Damn good play there, I gotta say. Oh man, a big play could happen right now too, with this clumping of units. Let's see if Crazy-Hydra manages to get it. Is he going to? No! Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, disappointing. He could have. Oh no! Wait, whoa! He did get some off. Oh damn, he got a lot off. So this guy's got crazy plagues. That's absolutely true. Now that Observer may also get caught up. Nice work by Crazy-Hydra. I gotta say, this kid's got some pretty good moves here. I mean, he's you know, he's green. You know, he's green but good in terms of what I've seen so far. He's not polished yet. He doesn't have all the moves down, but whatever he has is pretty impressive. Especially that Scourge play out there. Wow, damn, that was some great cloning. By cloning, that's just a nickname for basically selecting a lot of Scourge and then using shift-click to attack a large group of different air units. So trying to target 2 to each air unit. It's not particularly easy to do. There comes another force here at an interesting location, kind of below the main base of the Zerg. I don't think there's anywhere going up unless there's shuttles, though. But, you know, Best is trying to set up kind of little roadblocks to prevent the Zerg player from moving out. Oh, but look at that. Another gigantic clumping that was plagued. Just absolutely plagued to death there, man. That was a great Plague once again. So far we're seeing that Plague and Scourge are Crazy-Hydra's best best units, I'd say. His Lurkers certainly were not, and we've seen, like I said, almost no Hydra play. But his Scourge play has been top-notch, and his Plagues have been top-notch. Here comes possibly a medium-sized attack. I do think he should, or he could at least commit to a big attack at some point. And it looks like he's going to be able to finally get a swarm off. Okay, he's trying to do a multi-directional attack, but I'm just surprised he has so few units involved. Maybe he's saving up for Ultralisks? That could be one possibility. He could just be trying to get like 24 Ultralisks and then end the game instantly. I think he could definitely support that right now. In fact, that might be a good switch at this point. Because I'm a little surprised, like, why does he have not just more units everywhere attacking in different directions? Alright, there is the cavern for the Ultras. Okay, here comes another attack, but it's so small. The problems with these small attacks is that Best can storm the area and get rid of all the units, and there's no follow-up yet. Now he's following up with some more Lings, but no, more powerful units. No Hydras and no Lurkers, so I'm not sure exactly what his plan is to try to snipe a Nexus or not. I mean, I don't think it's possible. Alright, now here comes some Lurkers. These Lurkers are going to be very important here. Damn, these Lurkers are going to be powerful, although there's only 2, and therefore they're still very vulnerable to storm. And there's no follow-up. I mean, oh man, if he just had some ultras or his entire army, whatever it is, this could be over at this point. This new base could be down. It doesn't look like he's bringing too much anymore, though. There is just one Defiler. That Defiler might get killed soon. All right, there's a lot of lurkers sitting back below the main base. I think he should have brought them in under the swarm. I'm not exactly positive that he has the best strategic control here, and the Corsair force also is doing very well in terms of finishing off the overlords, preventing the observer snipes. So I think Crazy-Hydra may have lost an opportunity or two there to take down that Nexus. I think if all the lurkers were up there, the Nexus would be going down. There's a freaking ton of Scourge. Oh, and a beautiful Plague once again. There's some Ultras now, finally. But he is losing Overlords left and right. Not going to be a big loss, though, to be absolutely honest. I mean, it's going to allow a little more recovery time for Best, basically, because he won't be able to deal with DTs until he rebuilds all of his Overlords. But I think his mineral count is just fine. Best right now is starting off 5th, though, so Best is definitely trying to keep up in economics, and that's very smart, obviously, from Best. He's pretty much evened it up at this point. If he holds all these bases, I think he'll be fine. Uh-oh, traffic jam on the ramp there. Hopefully Best notices that. He probably will once he checks out these gateways. I mean, the thing is, Crazy-Hydra, I think, has definitely missed some opportunities to pick off new bases there. I'm not sure exactly what he was waiting for. Christmas, maybe, or Ultras or something maxed out. I don't know. All right, there's Ultras. So let's see if this means a big attack's coming. There's a Plague. I think perhaps a Dark Swarm would have been better there. I think a Dark Swarm would be very good right now on that ramp, but I don't see one coming just yet. And once again, a small force only. Jeez, where's his army? I mean, Crazy-Hydra, dude, come on, man. Come on, I'm a little disappointed. Now, Lurkers, once again, are unsupported. Where's the Dark Swarm? Put a Dark Swarm so those Archons are not useful. What is going on here? I mean, he loves the Plague, but he doesn't love the Dark Swarm, and Archons are just destroyed by Dark Swarm because they can only deal splash damage instead of their direct, 35 damage, base damage. They only deal a much smaller proportion of that. So, right now, Crazy-Hydra is allowing Best a little bit to come back in this game. In fact, I'd say Best has already come back and evened it up. Crazy-Hydra, I think he's had, I don't know how many bases, 7 bases total perhaps, or 7 or 6 bases, not sure exactly. And Best right now has had 5 total. So, very even on economics. Best, in fact, might get ahead pretty soon if he takes the whole southern half of the map, which Crazy-Hydra has virtually allowed him to do. And this is dragging out to be an endgame situation here pretty soon when a lot of bases are going to be mined out. Some Hydras coming up. Not sure exactly why they switched now, but, uh-oh. Nice storming from Best. Decent plaguing once again, but another kind of piecemeal attack there coming from Crazy-Hydra. Look, I think they're showing us this collection of lings to show he's not using all of his forces. That's absolutely true. I think he's lost some rally points. That's usually something that pros do not do. By losing rally points, I mean, playing the late game Zerg, you have maybe 15 hatcheries, and you really want to rally them to places where you know where they are, or to the same location. But he's not done that. He's lost some of his rallies, so he's producing units, but he's not able to use them because he, has not caught on to their location yet. That huge clump of lings, for example, would be a great example. And also, I don't see any Ultras. I mean, there's the big, huge clump again. There's some Queens also, and there's clumps everywhere. I mean, look at the top of that hatchery. There's clumps there. He's definitely wasting units because he's not able to find them and collect them. I mean, this is could be disastrous for him because he's playing against someone who's very good at micro, and that's Best. And he's